I saw Sunduck Film create an After Effects tutorial with this effect and I wanted to make it in DaVinci Resolve. So first of all, drag your text plus into your timeline and then right click and open it in Fusion. You can style these however you want. I'm just gonna write stack. In this case, I want to add a second shading element here. I'm going to enable these, go and make sure that it's border fill, and then change this to line. Now we have that stack there, and you can change the color or anything else you want right here. I'm going to set this to yellow, and I'm going to change the main text to black. So first, we're going to add an image plane right here and connect our template to this. I'm going to press 2, and also we're going to add a duplicate. So press Ctrl spacebar and find a duplicate 3D. On this duplicate 3D, we're gonna go to copies and set the copies to 12. And then we're gonna go to the Z offset and we're gonna set these to -0.043, just like in the example that you have there. That's our stack text effect. Okay, after you have that, we're gonna press Ctrl spacebar and add a transform 3D node. We're gonna press 2, and then we can already add a 3D renderer node right here if we want to see these as if it will be our final piece or our final text. This is what it will look like on the edit page already, right? So what you can do here is increase the scale to 2 or 3. Maybe 2.5 looks good here. And then we're gonna go to the transform 3D node. Now in this transform 3D, we are gonna keyframe the translation Y values or the vertical ones, and we're gonna create a keyframe for all the rotation values. We're gonna go 1 second forward. In this case, it will be 24 frames. And now we're gonna set our text in the way that we want it to be. So these will be the rotation values in this case, -60, 34, and then 11. Okay, now we're gonna go forward 1 second again to frame 48, and we're gonna inverse the Y value here to negative, and then the 11 or the Z value to negative so that we have a little switch rotation. Now don't forget to also create keyframes right here for the 60 and the other, the Y translation. That way we have that movement going both ways. Now the reason why we create those keyframes right there is because we have to bring our text back to normal. And if we were to leave them without keyframes, this whole time there would be some kind of movement going on. So let's bring these back to normal. We're gonna go to frame 72, which is 1 second in this case, and we're gonna set these all to default, which is 0, 0, 0, 0. And if we take a look at these, it looks pretty interesting, but the animation is already too linear, right? So if you like it like this, then you can leave it like that. But let's make these cooler by going to the spline tool, and with these selected, with all of them selected, we can press F, then we can press T and adjust the ease in and out values. Now you can always add on top of these, like animating the zoom amount maybe, or the X amount also, but feel free to play around with these. And if you want the project files for these, check out suave.com and then find it right there. And that is today's video. Come back tomorrow for more.